And is it picking up my... It's picking up my voice. It's still fucking low waveform, but it's fine. Hang on. I'll put myself down a little bit. I'll try to. It won't let me. There we go. Alright, close to the mic. There we go. Okay, so, podcast time. Oh, Zero is exhausted. I'm barely woken up, but I'm awake. And Slicer is also here. Hi, Slicer.
Hello. I'm in a similar state of almost falling asleep.
Don't you have work in like an hour?
Yeah. I slept 8 hours and I don't feel like I slept at all, so that's fun.
Yeah, that sucks.
Hey everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Just today, the day of our recording,
How
this
do
morning,
you feel, Zero?
I feel pretty good.
No. How do you feel, Zero?
Simple and clean.
It's the way that it's making you feel, would you say?
Yeah. I was watching the Smash announcement with a group of friends, like on my phone, in like a Discord call with screen share set up. So like 7 a.m. in the morning, and the second that it shows a keyblade, everybody just starts screaming.
Yeah, that's pretty much been the way that it's gone for every reaction that I've seen, which is 2, admittedly, but still, just like screaming.
Because you see the fire, and then it condenses down into this small bit, and I'm like, imagine if this was Dark Souls.
I thought the same thing. I was like, I completely like blanked on Solaire. I remember we were like, oh, that might happen because of the amiibo and the Dark Souls thing from way back.
Yeah.
I completely forgot about it, and I was like, for that moment, I was like, wait, are they?
But no, Sora from Kingdom Hearts is the final Smash character, and you know what? Good job getting him in.
Yeah,
has to have been a nightmare.
He is a Disney character. He is Disney property. He does not belong to Square Enix, so that was negotiating with Disney to get him in.
And Disney's now in the credits for Smash, which means Sakurai worked some voodoo magic right there.
Yeah, he talked about the poll that they did that they ran when 4 was still running, when that was still the game. So they were probably working on it since then.
I remember the wording they said at the time was number 1 among realizable characters was Bayonetta. Number 1 among unrealizable characters was Sora.
Yeah. It was a tall order. Though I will note, Sora being the top of that poll, that was right around the peak of Kingdom Hearts 3 hype when it hadn't come out yet. So, yeah, probably less people as enthused about it now than there were then, but it's still a good get. Like, can't really deny that.
We have the king of crossovers here.
It's literally the biggest like video game crossing over with the second biggest crossover.
Yeah, like that's fitting on its own.
Yeah.
Sora looks he looks like a character like I would have a lot of fun with. He's very aerial.
Very aerial. Like I was kind of that seems like a character that a very good Smash player would have a lot of fun with. Yeah,
and then you think about freaking Minecraft Steve and him making off-air platforms. I'm still salty about that. Or off-stage platforms that he can just go and just do his attacks on. That can really mess you up. So I feel like Sora's superior air maneuverability is going to be very fun to work with. And I've made a decision that like once that DLC comes out, which is like in 13 days.
Yeah.
13 days specifically. We had to wait 7 days for the announcement.
That shit.
And then 13 days. 13 pieces of darkness.
Oh, really? Come on.
7 days of light until the announcement. 13 pieces of.
Nomura
Look,
planned it all along.
it was so planned. Um, yeah, I'm gonna once he comes out, I'm going to just go back and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna have fun. I'm going to turn items on, stage hazards on, and I'm just going to play Smash with as many people as I can in just nonsense. No competitive try hard. Just I'm going to fly around to Sora and like be annoying.
God, he's got like 3 or 4 different things that let him stay in the air and gain altitude. It's kind of crazy.
His up aerial, his his up special, his side special, both can be used together really well.
Mm-hmm.
And his second jump
Is huge.
Is huge. That's like at the height of some character's recovery. So you can just jump off the stage, hit somebody, and like go crazy underneath the stage, then just jump up and use this up aerial and recover from like off the screen.
And they did say like the only real downside is he's kind of squishy for the modes people actually play. Like no one actually plays stamina mode, but like you know.
No. It was the weakness is he's lighter than Isabelle.
Yeah, he's really light. That was my point. Like he's really easy to blow off a stage.
Yes, it's really easy to kill him. And especially because he's aerial, and that means this whole thing is being off stage. That means if somebody spikes you or hits you with a very strong attack off stage, it's a very high risk, high reward type of play.
Yeah. So for very, very good players, he's probably great fun. Less so, I feel like you kind of need to have a little bit of confidence playing off the edge of the stage before you would have a lot of fun with him.
I feel like you can still have fun with him by spamming magic.
I guess, but there are a lot better characters for that sort of thing.
Like that being said, because he's so safe, I feel like he's a good option for learning how to play off stage. Because you run little risks, so you're more encouraged to play off stage.
I would probably disagree with that because he has way too many options for that sort of thing, where most characters don't. Like, if you want to learn to play Sora, and you want to learn to play off the edge of the stage, great. If you want to learn to play off the edge of the stage as any other character, he would be a bad choice to learn.
I think I agree with Zero on this one. I don't like playing off stage because just the sheer terror of, I'm going to fuck up and die, and it's my fault.
Yep. I don't want to be the reason I die.
So having a character who has a lot of fallback options, yeah, it's good to learn on. I mean, you're going to have to accept that most characters don't have that many options. So,
but it will build confidence.
Exactly. Yes, you won't have that fear anymore. Hopefully, I'm still not gonna do it, but it's there.
So he looks very fun. He has the costumes from 1, 2, 3, Dream Drop Distance.
I was begging for Antiform for that last one. I was begging for it.
Me too. But we got Timeless River form, which, you know what?
It's still
cool.
I
like that. I like that.
Why is Anti-Thor not an option? That should absolutely be one of his choices. We get Dark Link.
That's true. Yeah.
He's a character now.
Yeah, I probably would have preferred Antiform to what like Valor or Wisdom forms.
Yeah, but it's okay.
Like I don't think anyone actually liked Wisdom form, so that one could probably have gone.
We can get rid of that one. That's fine.
Like
Master form is
the first one.
Master form is fine. We can keep that.
It was Valor, not Master, and Ultimate. Form.
Yeah, I'm talking about Master as in the KH3 white costume.
Yeah, the Ultimate form. That was.
They call it Master in the trail.
No, they call it Ultimate. Master form is yellow.
Okay. I'm getting confused then.
Casey is apparently the fucking Kingdom Hearts aficionado in this call for some reason. I don't know how that happened, and I feel kind of bad about it.
In fairness, all the last forms you unlock are very similar.
Yeah,
At least in some of those.
So the stage is Hollow Bastion.
Yeah.
Which, when time runs out or when somebody's on their last stock, like when we're getting near the end of the game, it transitions.
Yeah, I didn't like the Hollow Bastion bit. It seemed kind of boring, and it's basically it's a very, very simple stage aside from the background. But the what was it, Station of Awakening is one of the names it has. It has like 6 different fucking names.
Yeah,
that was pretty cool. Get fucked, Kyrie. You don't rate getting a platform in the background?
I thought she did.
No,
in the
she
gameplay
didn't.
section. Oh,
She is on Sora's as one of the other characters, unlike Donald and Goofy, who were not appearing for.
okay.
They weren't going to do
Yeah,
that. But,
they scrubbed all Disney characters like just out of it.
Oh well. But yeah, Kyrie didn't rate 1. There was Sora, there was Riku, there was Terra Ventus Aqua, there was... I don't think there was Axel, but there was Shion and Roxas. So Shion, the character that literally doesn't exist, that is just echoes of Sora in like just, in a puppet body, rates better than Kyrie does.
And that's when they got rid of the Disney characters too. That was like her time to shine, and she just got shafted. That's bad.
It's it's fair though. You can't really argue with it. At least she owned its stuff.
I like the transition. The thing that I was seeing people talking about Hollow Bastion is they like that it's simple because that means it's tournament legal.
That's fair.
And tournament legal means that they can have in their tournaments the final transition as part of the like building the hype for these big tournament fights. So I get that.
Do you think the stage was made with tournaments in mind?
I actually think it was. I think he made it purposely simple, and the reason why you have that hype transition at the end is specifically because a lot of the stages for the DLC stuff just cannot work in tournament.
Yeah.
They have really complex gimmicks or things that just don't work, and the tournament community has been complaining about that.
Yeah, I can remember right at the beginning with Joker's stage where the fucking barriers come in and the walls and the ceiling, and they're like, nope, not tournament legal, instantly. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, the transition to be like, okay, it's getting down to the wire kind of thing absolutely makes sense. So yeah, that makes sense. I am definitely going to get back to playing Smash once that DLC comes out and the game is effectively complete.
Yes.
Like, I don't think they've even talked about like doing updates for it after either. Like, it's just, this is it.
This is it. They didn't announce a third pack. This is the end.
Oh, it was oddly melancholy. Not even oddly. Like, they've been working on this shit for 3 years. Like, it's 3 years post-launch. So, like, this has been an incredible undertaking for them, and they fucking nailed it. I am honestly surprised, but also not surprised that there are still assholes that are going, "Oh, Melee's the best one." Fucking shut the fuck up. But
You also see occasionally still the one person who's like, but sword users.
Yeah.
I can't believe that's a complaint. That's so silly.
And I'm just like, it's fine. There's 80 characters.
You know a facet of characters that fucking fight a lot, they tend to carry a weapon. Usually, you know.
Like, I get you want like a spear or an axe user, but like, it's fine. We have some with some characters they might as well.
You could argue it is a spear.
I was about to say you could say they might as well have a spear or an axe the way they use their weapon.
He literally fucking sticks it into the side of the stage as a platform. That thing's a fucking spear.
Yeah, I guess you could call Cloud's sword a giant axe. It's essentially the same.
Yeah, I mean, what's going to be different mechanically between, like, an axe and a sword? They're both going to swing and hit things. Like, all it is an aesthetic difference.
Yeah, the only thing you could argue is a spear would have longer range, but even then, it's not much.
You have characters like Shulk, whose sword shoots out a beam that extends the range to twice the blade's length. Like, it's...
Yeah.
There's so many different things that are like, it doesn't matter that much in a platform fighter, right? It's not like a 2D fighter where, this range for this particular weapon is super, super important. In a 3D fighter, everybody has options that some will have more range, some will not. So
at this point, one could reasonably make the argument. What's with all these characters that fucking punch people?
Exactly.
Like, you've got Ryu and Ken and the Tekken guy.
Kazuya.
Thank you.
Mario punches people too. Luigi does. Captain Falcon. Ganondorf. Even Yoshi. Sure. Little Mac. Like, it's a nonsense argument.
Yeah, it's really stupid, but, you know.
There's too many humans in the cast. Hate it.
I feel like that would actually be an argument that some people would make, and they want more furries. But,
So the official count with they did the whole part of the little Sakurai announcing thing that was like the flexing of, like, you know, considering we have with the doubles and with Pokemon Trainer and everything, that's 89 characters. That's 89 move sets.
not including what's the term? Assist trophies?
Not including assist trophies,
which do actually have their own movesets a lot of the time.
Yeah. And then like 1,100 songs, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Like the sheer amount of stuff.
It is the most content-rich fighting game that has probably ever existed.
Undeniably. Like it's an achievement, and regardless of whoever got announced, it was always going to be an achievement. So happy at Sora though.
Which one?
I like
the company or the character?
Both.
Yeah, fair.
It makes sense that the company Sora, you have the last character, it's Sora.
That's a shame it wasn't Waluigi, though.
He's an assist trophy, it's fine. He's in the game. His existence has been acknowledged.
If people were going like, okay, this character is a costume for the Mii fighter, then he's not going to be an actual fighter, then fucking Waluigi was dead on arrival. Like, come on. If that's the criteria, then he hadn't got a chance.
Remember when people harassed Sakurai over Waluigi?
Yep.
Yeah, no, he's never getting it.
Mm-mm.
It got so bad with that harassment. And he had to talk about it and be like, no, Waluigi's not getting in. And then even then, people were like, but he said that about this character, so that means that Waluigi can get in.
Yeah, no. When you start engaging in spite when that's the reason he's saying no, and not because, it's not realistic or feasible, just because he's pissed off at all of the bullshit everyone's sending his way, then it's not gonna fucking happen. Like, that is the worst possible thing you can do to someone if you want them to do something that you like. Speaking as someone who has been on the other end of that,
Mm-hmm. And he specifically mentioned how they kept the results of the poll hidden because they didn't want their fan base and the players to go asking those companies.
Yep.
And bothering them.
Yep.
Which was a good call.
It was a good call, because you know what that would do? That would tell those companies, hey, there are a lot of fans that really want our character in this game, which makes him more valuable. Which means we can ask for more money. Yeah, fans tend not to think about that sort of thing.
Mm.
Yeah, they focus on the game aspect, not the business aspect, which is understandable. Most people aren't in business, but
yeah, on the we want this aspect. So yeah, supply and demand. It's a thing.
On the note of Nintendo news, because we ended up skipping last week. There was that Nintendo Direct as well.
There was. I've forgotten most of it except for the one thing I didn't.
Okay, I'll briefly go over it. So there was Kirby and the Forgotten Land.
Oh yeah, that looked cool.
Which is the first 3D Kirby game.
Yeah, post-apocalypse Kirby.
That's normal for Kirby.
Yeah, he's usually the reason for the post-apocalypse. So
In Kirby 64, you go to a planet called Planet Shiverstar that is a nuclear winter Earth. So
you know that joke of American Kirby is hardcore? All Kirbys are hardcore. They're
yes,
up.
Yes. This is par for the course in Kirby. So I'm just happy that Kirby is going to go and have a 3D game for the first time in history. It looks great. Visually looks great. And I'm looking forward to Nier Automata featuring Kirby.
It did look like Nier Automata. With the overgrowth on all the buildings and everything,
yeah. Then there was they announced that they were going to expand the Nintendo Switch Online stuff to include N64 and Sega Genesis games.
And by expand, you mean make it a second tier of that system?
Yeah, I don't know how much it's going to cost. That's my worry.
I think they said it was $10 on top of the regular fee. I think that's what they said.
They didn't say so in the in the thing. But like if it's just like the online pass is already only like $20. So if it's just like an additional like $5 or $10, I can go up for that. That's no problem.
Yeah, I literally got charged for that like last month, and I was like, wait, I'm still getting that? That's $20. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, like it's not like the frickin' PS Plus $60 a year, Yeah, it's $20 a year. So like if it's just a small increase like that, then sure I'll do that because they have Paper Mario in that list, and
they do have Paper Mario in that list,
and I can't play classic Paper Mario at all.
Well, you can, but
I mean, I can, but emulating it is difficult.
It is actually. I did try that once, and it had a tendency to crash. Like that, even for an old game like that, it can still be a bit of a bull ache.
I had to work hard to get the Paper Mario Thousand Year Door emulation to work, but N64 Paper Mario is just that's no go.
Yeah.
So that'll be good for that reason alone. But I didn't play Sega Genesis games growing up, so I can actually go back and play some of those as well.
Yeah.
By the way, coming out on Friday is Metroid Dread.
Oh, cool. I hope
I
you
didn't
enjoy
realize
it.
that was coming out.
What was that, Slicer?
I didn't realize that was coming out so soon. A friend of mine was really excited about it.
Yeah, I'm going to next week. I have the week off from school, so I'm just gonna play it and let you guys know what I think. But I'm very excited. I like me a good Metroid.
I was so
I was
confused
gonna,
for a second until I realized, oh, you mean from teaching.
yeah, no, off from because I'm in the graduate program.
Oh, right, yeah, okay, yeah. You're
So
actually in school again.
one of my classes is ending, and then the next one is going to start like 2 weeks later. So next week is just like an empty week with no homework or anything. So I can have some time to actually play things.
Sweet.
I'm going to save the best of this news for last.
You bet.
So they showed a Splatoon 3 trailer. It's called Return of the Mammalians, which is
Yeah.
interesting because that's also a post-apocalyptic game series.
Yeah.
And Agent,
if memory serves, like, I don't know anything about Splatoon, but I was told the only mammals that exist in the world are 2 cats.
yes, actually one cat and a clone of the cat.
Is that the cat that's like the hat in the new
Yeah,
me
Judd.
costume? Yeah, okay.
He was, I believe, he was like cryogenically frozen. And got thawed out many years later. But
And now he's surrounded by like sea creatures that are the dominant force on Earth.
yes,
He's like, it's his personal hell.
You have new sort of ultimates and powers and stuff. Like I really like the crab mech that rolls around and then shoots things. Very much like a certain Star Wars droid. There was also like a grappling one where you turn into like a little bit of a squid Spider-Man, and the story trailer looks pretty interesting. You have this is not gonna make any sense for people who haven't played Splatoon, but like Agent 3 is visible with Callie and Marie, and Agent 3 was your main character from Splatoon 1, who came back in Splatoon 2's DLC as a boss that also had a super boss form. So that's really cool. Chocobo GP, you have a Final Fantasy kart racer.
Yeah, that was a weird one, but I like how they're doing the items in an interesting way, I guess.
Yeah, you have spells and stuff
Yeah.
that
you can upgrade by getting more of them and such.
there was what you may not know is that there was a Chocobo racing game back on the PlayStation 1.
I did not know that, no.
So this is a revival of that.
Okay.
Of that. I guess it's now a series.
I can understand the impetus of, like, hey, Mario Kart's still a big thing, and Sonic's still kind of a thing, and then there was Crash that got the remake. So, sure, why not?
Oh, good old Chocobo Racing. It's good because we haven't gotten a new Mario Kart game ever. Not since 8, and then we got 8 Deluxe. We haven't gotten a 9.
Yeah, I mean, it's still good, and still everyone's playing it, so it's not really a big rush for that, I guess.
Mm-hmm. They also announced, oh, hey, do you like Animal Crossing? There'll be a Direct in October.
Yeah, well, in fairness, they said the same thing for Smash, so
yes,
everyone is literally coming back from the hype of the Smash one. And apparently, like, this is the first time that they've done an Animal Crossing one. Like, they've had enough content for Animal Crossing coming.
It's not the first time, but it's the first time in a long time. They've been really dead on the news about Animal Crossing stuff.
So one can assume that they're going to have some big shit for that game.
I hope so. Also, they released a Castlevania Advance Collection, which has Circle of the Moon, Harmony of Dissonance, Aria of Sorrow, and the SNES title Castlevania Dracula X. So,
Yeah.
if you're,
All
I
of
don't
the
know- I
ones
don't-
that people aren't that into because Symphony of the Night was the best one.
It's strangely missing.
Yeah, it's weird that.
They did an ActRaiser remake that looks bad.
I didn't even know what that game. I'd heard the name of that game. I didn't know anything about that game.
It's an old game that people liked, but the remake just kind of looks like it's from Xbox Live Arcade. It's not good.
I mean,
Monster
that's a lot of these retro upscale remakes. Like,
Yeah.
in fairness, a lot of the games that were on the Xbox Live Arcade were retro upscale remakes.
Monster Hunter Rise got an expansion, or is getting one rather. Which I don't play that game, so hey, good. Bayo 3.
Okay, yep.
Bayonetta 3. There is news.
So she has a new hairstyle, which is apparently a thing that's going to happen every game now. I guess they've set the precedent.
Looks a lot like Cereza, young baby Cereza.
Sure, that is one character that it apparently looks like. There is another one that people have been happy to point out.
What?
The main character from, what was it called? The one Dojin that everyone raises up as the horrifying one.
Yeah.
So what was it
That
called?
artist.
Do you know?
I actually don't know the name, but that artist does a lot of drug and mind break content.
Yeah.
I did not know this.
Yeah.
I was just thinking it's got the black and the red, and it's like Cereza's hairstyle.
Sure.
Yep, that's definitely the comparison that you should be making.
Yeah.
Was it Emergent? It might have been Emergence. I think that might have been the name of it. Yeah.
The game has you can use her summons as gigantic kaijus and have big kaiju battles.
That was a surprise.
It
Not a bad one.
It looks really cool.
I want to play. I want to finish 2. Is what I want to do. Fuck me.
I'm excited to play a platinum game again.
Yeah. The last one was Astral Chain, right?
Yeah, it was Astral Chain. And like Astral Chain was good. I liked Astral Chain.
Apparently
But
it didn't sell great, but that's Platinum's curse. They make good games that don't sell most of the time.
Yeah, I can see why it wouldn't sell.
It looked very odd to play, and it was an anime-ass anime game. Complete with kind of awkward dubbing.
Yeah. But last and certainly not least, we had the announcement of the cast list for the Mario movie.
That's the thing that you thought I wanted to come last?
That's the thing that I want to come last.
I mean, fair enough.
Because Chris Pratt is playing Mario.
I keep coming back to like you haven't heard the performance, and he's not gonna just be fucking Star-Lord doing it. He's gonna do like a Mario voice.
I don't know if that's the case. I was, when I saw the cast list, I started laughing. And
Well, yeah, Jack Black is hilarious.
It was okay. Jack Black though as Bowser is like a perfect cast.
It's great. I can't wait.
I have a hard time imagining Chris Pratt as Mario, but like I don't know. I feel like it's Charlie Day as Luigi. I think that's great.
Hmm.
We have Key as Toad. Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong. It fills me with joy. I don't know if it's going to be good or bad, but I kind of hope it's bad.
Is it animated?
Yeah,
It is fully
it's
animated.
What's the name of the company?
Illumination.
Illumination. Yeah, the ones who did Despicable Me.
Ah, gotcha.
The thing is, Illumination kind of sucks.
Yeah, they do. There's no kinda about it. They are a shitty animation studio.
They suck, and so I hope. I saw some people had gotten mad about the cast list. Like, why would you do this? Why would you cast that person as that? But
I'm just remembering Gur's reaction from like watching it live, and like the second they said Chris Pratt, her face falls. Like she had to press a button to make that happen. She was like,
yeah.
"No, I am sad now."
It's just oh, it's so funny. I want to see a trailer because I need to see how they're gonna play these characters because they have
announcing the cast alone was a bad move. They needed samples.
They mentioned the character. One person's playing the character Spike. And Spike is a very specific character. Spike, I believe, is from Wrecking Crew. So not like the enemy Spike in Mario, but I believe the premise is the Mario and Luigi in this are going to be construction workers working with Spike's Wrecking Crew.
Hmm.
And then you're going to tie in Donkey Kong and stuff.
Oh yeah, and Kevin Michael Richardson as Kamek. He is the guy that played shit. He's played a lot of people, a lot of really good characters. Shit. Man, it would be really nice if IMDb didn't change the way that stuff works, so that you can actually see the things that the actor has been in.
They changed their layout? I haven't actually been to that site in a while.
They did a lot.
Oh, that sucks.
It's really awkward now. You actually have to click a button to get into the filmography. A button that does not work. Why am I on the mobile site? Is that why it's stupid? Like, fucking... Okay. Oh, boy. Okay. It's, wow, apparently there's a Game of Thrones thing that's going to be happening. This is fucking prequel. That's great. No one cares.
Yeah, nobody really cares.
Oh, yeah, he was the Mola twins in Invincible. And,
oh.
Let's see. Okay, I'm probably going to have to roll back a lot. But, I mean, I can say for one thing, he was Saravok in Baldur's Gate, which was fantastic. Fucking hell, he does a lot of work. Like, he is very much a veteran voice actor. He's been in the industry for decades. He knows what he's doing.
I'm seeing like, oh yeah, no, American Dad, Family Guy, Simpsons, Robot Chicken.
He was Martian Manhunter in Young Justice.
Teen Titans Go. He was Trigon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it just keeps going.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I think that he's going to be great. And then Fred Armisen is Cranky Kong.
I have not. I feel like I should recognize that name, but I don't.
Neither do I. But he's a comedian.
Oh, he played Shredder. Kevin Michael Richardson played Shredder.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Shredder being Kamek is pretty great.
Yeah, he has a very deep, rich voice with like a lot of throat in it.
Deep voiced Kamek.
Yeah, that's gonna be a thing.
Let's go.
That's going to be very interesting.
The little fucking asshole wizard that shoots PlayStation signs at you is now fucking a Barry White-esque voice.
Mm-hmm. Fred Armisen has been in a lot of things. A lot of comedy stuff. And so he'll be voiced in the Looney Tunes show. He voiced Speedy Gonzales in the 2011 Looney Tunes show. Was in Parks and Rec for an episode. Was in.
Oh yeah, you'll find voice actors that have done single episode stints in a lot of.
Yeah, Aqua Teen Hunger Force. So like, yeah, no, I guess
they got a couple of actual voice actors and a lot of screen actors. Jack Black is doing a lot better as a voice actor now than he used to, I will say.
Yeah.
Like in Psychonauts 2, he was fantastic. I barely recognized him.
I feel like Chris Pratt is going to be Mario, but he's just going to be Chris Pratt.
Let me rephrase. I barely recognized Jack Black when he was a music maestro guy that was very exuberant and babbled incoherently about things and occasionally scat sang. And I didn't recognize him.
Wow. That's a talented voice work.
Yeah, he's gotten really good. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I have to, like, they would have done, like, auditions and shit. They wouldn't just say, hey, Chris Pratt, do you want to be Mario?
He is kind of one of the big leading men sort of actors. So they could have just gone for him for star power. Literally.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Yep. Well, I don't know.
I'm cautiously optimistic, is what I'll say.
I'm fine whether it's good or bad.
Yeah, even if it's bad, it promises to be entertainingly bad.
Like, we have an example of a Mario movie that's bad, and I love it.
Fucking Dennis Hopper putting in the performance of a lifetime.
Like, if it's bad, it'll be legendary. If it's good, it'll be legendary. As long as it's not just kind of mediocre. Right? That's the thing that I want to avoid. Because, like...
Yeah, if it's gonna be bad, give us a Riverdale kind of thing. God, that was a cool video.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. I saw that. That was super iPad.
I had no idea. Anyway.
Which video?
Super iPad Wolf did a video on Riverdale and the madness of that teen drama that grew more and more insane and ridiculous.
Nine serial killers over the course of 4 seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen a couple of Riverdale videos now, so I have a pretty good idea of the story and how insane it is.
Yeah. I forgot to mention. The Kingdom Hearts games are coming to the Switch, but they're all cloud versions. So
Yeah,
why?
because they
Yeah,
won't
why?
do it on the Switch.
It's mean. It's so mean. I've never actually tried games on the Switch that are like a cloud version, so I'm not going to start, but I'm
Yeah.
interested to see how that actually works out.
I mean, you've got a fucking PlayStation 5. You can play Kingdom Hearts, you're fine.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I can just go walk into the next room and play it right now.
I almost actually bought Kingdom Hearts again on the PC just because it would be more convenient than having it on PS4. And I looked into it and I was like, wait, it's not on Steam? Oh, it's an Epic Store exclusive. Never mind. Yeah. So
I had a friend who was like, well, I could get it off the Epic Store, and I said it's not worth it. Just don't.
they're coming out with a big update. It's gonna have achievements.
Do they have a shopping cart yet?
Nope.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Seriously, they actually don't.
They still don't.
Wow.
Over 3 years. No, wait. Yeah, over 3 years, actually. Yeah.
I don't think there's any Nintendo news I missed, right?
I think you got everything.
So, yeah.
Okay. In that case, got the Sora Kingdom Hearts talk out of my system. So, talk a little bit about weeks.
Did anyone
Casey.
do anything interesting this week?
Casey, did you do anything?
These 2 weeks, rather. I watched a Nintendo Direct that was pretty cool. It had Bayonetta 3 in it. Did you guys know about Bayonetta 3?
Yeah.
No, I didn't. Please tell me about it. Exhaustive.
It's pretty cool. She's got the hairstyle from that girl from Emergence. I'm just going to call it that, even though it's probably not called that. That's, probably sad.
That one Japanese sex comic thing.
Yeah, the one that even the author thought was so horrifying that he created 2 alternate endings for how to fix it. One of them involving Josuke from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
What?
Yeah, one of them.
Okay, now that you say that, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, fucking Josuke
Now I
and
understand.
his dumb friend that I forget the name of run across the girl who is at this point full K-gal and fucking Kogal and tattooed and dosed up with heroin and dying from an overdose, and they're like, yo, we gotta help this girl. And yeah, okay. Alright. That was I don't know whether to call that heartwarming or not. Probably not.
No, it's okay.
Yeah. Also, Sora's in fucking... I was gonna say Sora's in Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, he is. Sora's in Smash.
I made that mistake earlier. I was like, hey guys, Sora's in Kingdom Hearts. And like, yeah, we know.
Yeah. Yeah. So he's in Smash now. That's cool. I probably should have been looking into what the fuck else I've been doing this week.
I'll take the reins then, because I did some stuff. I made notes.
Cool notes.
So I went and I saw a movie in the theater. I also so I went and I saw Venom. There Will Be Carnage, the second Venom movie.
It was so stupid. I loved it.
It was the exact type of stupid that I came there for. It's Eddie and Venom are having a bit of a lover's quarrel because Venom wants to eat more heads. But Eddie's like, no, I just want to live in peace.
I thought he wanted to rip off the heads and toss them down the street to blow away like a turd in the wind.
That's also a thing, but Venom just wants to eat people, and they've been kind of subsisting off of chocolate and chickens.
Except, oh no, they've bonded with some of the chickens, so he just lives with 2 chickens that are actually pets.
And he's like, why don't you eat those chickens, Venom? He's like, no! And then he says, I've already named them, you know.
Ron and Cleopatra are not food, or whatever the names were.
Yeah. And then, Eddie's doing a report for on the serial killer, try to find out where the bodies are hidden, you know. And oh no, the killer guy bites his hand and swallows some of his blood, and then he becomes Carnage. It's a very, very funny movie that's really sold off of the performances. Like it's ridiculous. And there's
after the first one, you have to go ridiculous. There's no other way to go.
Yes. If you like the first Venom, you'll love the second one. It's more of that with some good character development stuff and a very nice post-credit scene.
Is the first one a romantic comedy as well? Because a YouTuber I follow described Venom 2 as a romantic comedy, and it's so accurate.
You could describe the first one as that. You could.
Very meet cute kind of thing.
I mean, yeah, meat with an A, yeah.
It's the A. That was the A that I was doing.
So we, of course, in this household, we must ship Eddie and Venom. We are Venom.
Does that make it self-cessed?
No.
I mean, if they're both Venom and you're shipping Eddie and Venom, that means...
Well, it means that, when you marry someone, you become as one, and so it's just marriage.
So all marriage is self-cessed. I understand.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Clearly. Very fun movie. And I think the next big hero thing is Spider-Man.
I don't like that I followed the train of thought from the self-cessed thing, because it made me think that, hey, we were all the products of masturbation.
I mean, yeah. Technically.
Just zoom in on the one bit of semen having an existential crisis.
You made it weird, Zero. You made it weird.
Right,
this
Zero
is
made it
your
weird.
fault. This is all you. What the fuck were we trying to segue into before I derailed this completely?
I don't know. Venom, Carnage, good movie, yay!
Oh,
yeah.
Right. You mentioned the end credit scene, Spider-Man.
The end credit scene, yeah.
Spider-Man.
So anyway, Spider-Man's coming up next, and I'm looking forward to it a lot.
I hope it's good.
I hope it's good. I just saw Spider-Man. I just saw the second one with Mysterio, and I had a lot of fun rewatching that with a friend.
Yeah, that one's mostly good stuff. The fucking school trip bullshit is it's a waste of screen time, but the rest of it is good.
As somebody who has been teaching, I had a very different reaction when I was seeing the teacher stuff. I was like, oh
More along the
no.
lines of these fucking kids. How dare they?
It was like, that teacher's actually really good and supportive. But also, why would you bring this many kids to an entirely other country? Oh no, there's so many risks associated with this. Oh no, they're not prepared for this.
I mean, that is a thing. I did go on a school trip to Paris when I was like 12.
I know, but like when you get off of from a job where you're just teaching kindergartners and you're like, if you look away from 2 seconds, they'll cut their hands off.
And
And
children are very magnets for sharp things.
It's like,
Sharp is usually shiny, so you know.
That's fair.
Aside from some of the upcoming stuff, I played a game called Melty Blood Type Lumina.
Yeah.
Okay. How anime was it?
It was very anime. I'm very satisfied with my purchase.
I'm happy for you.
It's play Melty Blood. It's a good fighting game.
No, I don't like fighting games.
I am in a similar boat, but I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Saber's in it. She's kind of fun to play.
I don't
That-
care.
That makes me want to play it even less.
My main is this little it's this girl Miyako, and she looks like a baby Rin, and she is just super fast combos, and it's really fun. So I got a few friends together and we were just playing that a lot. There was some Pokemon news.
Was it?
They showed a bit new of Pokemon stuff, like the new evolution of Scizor, which is
Oh yeah.
now a rock type, as well as confirming that in the Diamond and Pearl remakes there's just no HMs. You'll call in a wild Pokemon to help you out with this thing, rather than having to teach your Pokemon HMs.
Honestly, that sounds like a better system.
Yeah. So,
The fact that the concept of an HM slave exists means that HMs were just an inconvenience.
mm-hmm. That was kind of the big takeaway was, hey, yay, I don't have to worry about that. So
I can
Diamond
bring
Pearl,
a full fucking optimized team instead of leaving a slot for a bunch of garbage moves. Yay.
yay.
Do you think they'll ever have a Pokemon game where Pokemon can know all the moves they can and not just 4?
No, because balance. If they did that, they would have to massively increase the HP values so you can have an extended battle.
I'm cool with that.
I'd be alright with that. And make it
You mean
less like
turning
6-on-6 and have it like actually do 2-on-2 battles and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, you're basically talking about turning Pokemon into a proper RPG, so...
Yeah, I'd be alright with that, but it would be a big undertaking that Game Freak will not be allowed.
Yeah, they're not... They don't put a lot of effort into things, it seems.
They aren't allowed to put a lot of effort into things.
Fair enough.
They also showed some stuff for Pokemon Arceus, which are noble Pokemon, which are basically Pokemon that have been blessed and are very powerful, that keep territory safe, in exchange for like food offerings. And they're guarded by like wardens. And these are basically the bosses of the game, because then they get frenzied, and you have to attack them, and then you have to use a bomb made from their favorite food to weaken them in battle.
Oh, this seems really cruel.
Balm as in BALM.
Oh, yeah. I'm glad you clarified that. That sounded really bad.
So they're kind of like just bosses, and then there's also alpha Pokemon, which are Pokemon that are larger than normal and have the big red eyes. And they are tougher to fight than normal Pokemon, but if you defeat them, they'll drop rare items. They showed off some outfits from the clothier. There's a photography studio in town. You don't have a PC in this game to deposit your Pokemon, so instead you deposit them at the pasture.
That makes sense.
And at the pasture, you can see them in the overworld. So,
Man. Okay, I just realized, yeah, of course there is no PC system. Bill isn't alive yet to invent it.
yes.
That shit was invented within the lifetime of the main characters.
Mm-hmm. So you do the Pokemon anime thing, and you send them out to like Oak's Farm or something.
Well, you don't send them out anyway. There's just a place for them in the place and stuff, I guess.
And the wardens that you find are characters that are basically kind of like gym leaders. You find them, you help them with the noble Pokemon, and you can also battle them. They'll have their own teams and such.
I hope it's good. I hope it's good.
Yeah. I also hope
Pokemon games are good. So many people enjoy them.
Yeah. They also the Poffins are back in Diamond and Pearl remakes. Yeah, they have the whole Poketch thing, which could add like the dowsing machine, the step counter, and all those. The happiness checker, that whole system is back.
All that stuff was actually really useful, and I was disappointed when they got rid of it.
Yeah, well, it's all back. They also have the the thing that you use to instead of HMs is there's a hidden moves feature of the Poketch that you use to just summon wild Pokemon to act as the HM user. So you over there, you're now an HM slave for 1 minute. Just ease of access, quality of life stuff. This game is not made by Game Freak. Which means a lot of this ease of access stuff may not end up coming back. But yeah, it was just some minor Pokemon news. And aside from that, for my week, I've just been working on finishing up my class. It's the last week. My last day of that class is today, later on. And then I got some work that is due later on in the week as like a just kind of final stuff. And I actually did very well on an opinion piece that we had to write like an op-ed for the class for the teacher as like a take an issue with education and then write an opposite the editor's page like article with some sources and stuff. So I wrote about how schools don't teach financial literacy.
Yeah, that's a problem.
And I got very passionate in it, and I got a 96, so 96%, which is pretty good. Like for the record, it was like 72 out of 75 points. I was 3 points off, but it was just for minor stuff. I think I messed up with grammar a few times because I was being real creative and just like, I'll ignore a few grammar rules here and there.
Yeah,
but
creative writing classes will bite you in your ass when you're fucking doing essay writing.
Yeah, but other than that, yeah, doing pretty good. Just finished up my required amount of hours for observation in the classroom. So just gotta fill out those observation logs and turn those in, and then I'll be good. Yeah, that's about it for my week.
So how's it going?
Pretty good, honestly. I also saw Venom. But
Hello? You're loud.
hello? Oh, I'm actually further away from my microphone.
We got some background noise and stuff as well. Also, I don't know what's going on. Okay. So my week.
That worked.
Yes, it worked. So how was your week? Thank you.
Good. It was good. I moved back to what I was before. I thought it would make less sound, but I guess not.
Yeah.
But yeah, I saw Venom. I also saw the new Candyman remake. Well, no, it's not a remake. It's straight up a sequel.
How is it?
Good. It's real heavy-handed with the racism stuff, but I mean that's kind of literally the point. So it fits. But yeah, disturbing imagery, nice jump scares, solid horror elements, really good.
I know I've seen Candyman. I don't remember anything about it except one line that was like he's gonna cut you open groin to gullet, I think was the line. That line stuck with me more than anything else in the film.
Pretty much, yeah. Premise is a black guy is tortured to death because he has the audacity to date a white woman in like the 40s or something like that. And so they cut off his hand, put a hook in his hand, and then kill him with bees and fire. And so he becomes a supernatural entity that kills people when you say his name 3 times or 5 times in a mirror.
Yeah.
There's a lot more than that, but a lot of the story elements are actually spoilers, so I don't want to kind of ruin anything. It's genuinely a good movie.
I feel like the racism might have gone over my head since I watched the film when I was 10.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fair. So yeah, both of those movies definitely a solid recommendation for me. Very enjoyable. For completely opposite reasons, essentially. One's straight up a comedy and the other's not. I've been playing more of Diablo 2 Resurrected. They're thankfully fixing things, but oh boy, was that game not ready for release. Just not. The online is just a nightmare to deal with. And even single player, the game's saves are in the cloud, and it doesn't. The longer you play, the less likely it is that thing is going to save properly. I have lost hours of progress because it didn't save properly.
Yeah,
So,
the sentence Blizzard are fixing things has become more of a threat than a promise.
Yeah.
Oh.
So my paladin is freshly level 40. I must have lost 25 levels on that character.
Ugh.
Because of save rollback. It's not great. Thankfully, at least compared to the original version, the item drop rate is through the roof. Like, so many high-level things drop regularly. If you go to the Diablo 2 Discord, or not Discord, Reddit, it's every single post is just, oh, I found this cool item. Oh, I found this high-level item. It took me years to find this the first time, and now I have it, and it only took like an hour. So that's kind of a mixed bag on that one, honestly. At least that kind of offsets the save rollback stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's a blessing and a curse is what that is, because it's like, yay, I got this cool thing that I spent so much of my life trying to get before. Oh, I spent so much of my life trying to get this before.
A little bit. If you find a high-level item, you have to be absolutely sure to save and exit your game fully manually. That's the only way to... Well, no, it's more likely to save properly that time. But, and just hope that it doesn't disappear on you when you log back in. So many items. Let's see. I saw the first 5 episodes of Squid's Game. I don't know if you guys have seen that.
I saw the first episode. I have not watched more yet.
I've only looked up the premise and saw that it's basically Kaiji/Hunger Games.
To an extent, yes. It is sort of a survival game. It is a survival game show game. Except we don't see like the audience or anything. It's just we just see the people putting on the game. Actually, we don't even know if there is an audience.
One thing that really struck me when I saw it, the first episode, is our main character is really down on his luck, but he's legitimately a good person who's just trying to make the best out of things and is really deep in debt.
That's an interesting statement because the only time we ever see him being generous and kind is when he has so much money he doesn't know what to do with it. So that doesn't strike me as a good person. That strikes me as someone just bad with money.
True. I don't know. It strikes me though that like the first thing that he does whenever he has money is he gives it to somebody else. He'll give some of the meat that he just got with that money to a cat that's on the street. He will I think this is
things, but I see what you mean there. If it's just handing out money, that strikes me as more of a bad with money trait. But the meat to the cat definitely does give away more of a kind-hearted person nature, and he does. So far, he hasn't betrayed anyone, unlike a lot of the characters. So that does lend credence to him being a decent person. But he is a character you can get invested in, so that is the important part.
So my estimation of Kaiji/Hunger Games was basically spot on, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, kinda.
Pretty much.
Dude is poor, dude needs money, dude gets into dangerous series of games that could lead to his death in order to get money. Because if he doesn't have the money or any amount of like income, then his daughter is going to move away with his ex-wife and her husband to the US.
They're actually doing that anyway. It doesn't matter if he has the money.
He wants to have the money so that he can attempt to claim custody. Because
I forgot about that.
Because if she goes, then she can forget how to speak Korean, and then they won't be able to really talk to each other, and it's just like the worst possible situation. Because she's still young.
Yeah, she's like 6 or something. I forget.
10.
She is a child. So
10 is a little
definitely
old to forget your first language, but all right.
A little, but if you never use it, it tends to go away.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, they could just fix that by talking Korean in the house, like most bilingual families do, but
yeah.
Oh well.
We're talking about somebody who's considering the worst possible situation.
Yeah, he's panicking about it, kind of thing. Yeah.
That's fair. But yeah, solid recommendation for me. I can attest at least up to episode 5. It's fantastic. I can't speak of the whole season, but... And I think that's it.
So,
just been reading a lot.
What If has more episodes? I guess.
I haven't seen them.
I sort of saw the last episode. I had been awake for 2 days straight, and so I watched it, and I just kept fading in and out of consciousness. So I've seen like a random 30% of that episode.
Yeah, it is no longer scenarios from different alternate universes they're building in it. You know how most of the stories seemed completely unfinished? There's a reason for that.
Yeah. I saw that bit. That was one of the bits that I saw.
Wait. Okay, so they're actually going back and continuing those threads?
Yeah. Kind of.
Yeah, let's go with that. I should really rewatch that
okay,
properly.
let me put it this way. You remember the ending of Party Thor where Ultron rocked up with all the Infinity Stones? Spoilers.
I didn't actually see that one.
You didn't?
Oh, well, that's how it ends.
I'm 2 episodes behind.
Oh, fair enough.
I feel a little bad, except I don't, because that's not actually anything to do with the plot of that episode.
Yeah, I don't care.
I mean, I think that's literally an end credit scene. Is Ultron just walks out of a portal and then it's over. It's like 5 seconds long.
Everything was A-okay, says the Watcher. Ultron. What? It's literally how it goes. Yeah, so I'll know how to feel about that when the last episode comes out, because like the unfinished nature of the stories up to this point has been my main complaint. So if they're actually planning to actually tie that shit together, okay, I'll see how it goes.
I'm down for it.
But I don't know. Yeah, I played a little bit more of Dragon Quest XI. I finished Act 1.
Okay.
Yay.
Where is that?
That's when you get to the top of the tree.
Oh, God. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. And then in the enhanced edition, the Echoes of the S, it then
Echoes of an Elusive Age.
Yeah, it goes into solo stories for each party member. I have not really started those yet. It starts with Sylvando, so I'm probably going to do those at some point. Sorry?
It's amazing. Sylvando's just amazing.
Yes.
I already loved the character, but goddamn.
Okay, so
everybody loves Sylvando.
He's fucking great. I'm glad I put him in dapper wear instead of his circus clothing, because he's fucking cool. He's a cool dude.
I don't think we've ever mentioned it, but I really appreciate the outfit system in that game, where like you can wear whatever you want, but once you unlock a visual change outfit, you can just go back to it whenever you want.
Yeah, I'm totally not leaving Serena in the belly dancer outfit for the entire game and Jade in the bunny outfit. That would be,
of course, not
creepy.
They get better ones.
Yeah. So yeah, I played a little bit more of that. It's weird. The quest system, the side quest system is weird. Are there any more of those? Because like I did all of the ones that were on the list, not including the TikToky place.
God, I hate that place.
Yeah, it's fucking awful. Why would anyone want to go back to playing Dragon Quest in fucking top-down 2D? It's awful. I hate it.
No idea. But if you've completed the list, then that's it.
There are no side quests in Act 2?
I believe there are there are side quests in Act 2, yeah.
Yeah. Any quest that is grayed out with question marks, you can't access yet.
All the ones that are left are the ones from TikTokington. So does it add ones to the list?
Oh, I guess it does. I didn't realize it did that, but yeah.
Oh, okay, that's good then. Yeah, I was worried I was just going to have to mainline the main quest and just do fucking grinding forever, which would be lame.
No, there's not as many of them. Act 2 is a little quest light.
Yeah.
But they are there. You do get some.
And then like Act 3 is just pretty much a story, if I recall. I don't think Act 3 had any specific side quests. I remember you get done with the side quests in that game relatively early.
Mostly because they suck.
Yeah, they are kind of shitty, but they were things to do, so, you know.
Just, you know. Be like me and get lost in the casino for a strange amount of time.
Well, I played fucking slime slots until I won the jackpot like 6 times. Like, I didn't intend to. I just kept getting more spins of like the metal and the free spins shit. So, yeah, I had like 40,000 chips or something and ran out of stuff to buy. So
Oh,
I'm
wow.
waiting for the second round of that when new stuff unlocks in part 2. So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
also,
Yeah,
apparently
that's
there's a second casino that opens, so that's cool.
Yes, there is.
Yep,
And that's where you're going to get the big coin numbers.
it's true. Yeah, I didn't like the pep up quests. I just dreaded any time I got those.
Oh, no. Those
God,
are not fun.
Yeah, just defend until they all activate at the right time.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, I had 5 pep up sodas when I started the game from something. I think the deluxe edition of the game gave you some or
Yeah,
something
it gives
like
you
that.
some free items.
And I only used those on those quests, and even then, it still wasn't enough to complete all of the quests that they give you.
Yeah. That was really annoying.
Yeah, not a fan of that.
Oh well. I don't really like the pep up system in general. It's
Yeah.
way too random.
It feels like a bit of a relic.
I don't even know whether it is a relic because I've not played any other Dragon Quest game. So
Oh, it is.
It is.
Yeah, they were in other games.
okay.
Bear in mind that like when did the original Dragon Quest 11 come out?
2015. This is a Google worthy thing. 2017.
Yeah. That feels like I don't know much about the history of Dragon Quest, so I can't really say, but it does feel like something that's just kind of there because it's been there.
Yeah. God damn, that's a series that's been running since '86.
Yes.
That is older than Final Fantasy.
Yep. It is the OG in a lot of ways.
I did not realize that, actually.
Yep. Square made Final Fantasy because Dragon Quest was selling well. That is literally the story. Also, they were a failing studio, but you know.
Yeah, well.
This might just be our Final Fantasy.
Put in that context, that makes Square seem really fucking lame. At the time, they were literally just fucking trend chasing when they made Final Fantasy, one of the most influential series in the entire fucking industry.
Yeah.
We all have our embarrassing pasts, I suppose.
Oh, yeah. Okay, you didn't need to say that and make me all depressed. Jesus. Fucking Christ.
It's a game studio.
Yeah, but I took this talking about me and I felt...
How dare you write a fantastic Persona story that hasn't aged perfectly?
It was not fantastic, even back then.
I enjoyed it a lot.
Ooh, don't go back and read it. No one go back and read it. It's awful. Oh, so many bad fanfic tropes. Anyway, my week off turned out not to be a week off because I started it being behind on a commission that I didn't want to leave an extra week just because I happened to be off. So I spent 5 days worrying about the fact that I hadn't written it and then wrote it on Friday. So I basically didn't get a week off.
Oh.
Happening.
Sorry?
That seems to keep happening. Every time you have a week off, something stresses you to the point where you don't get to even enjoy it.
Yeah. yeah, that has been a thing for the past couple of them. Yeah. Oh well, that's how it goes. And there was the other thing. Oh yeah. Also, my week off began with me writing the wrong chapter, because I do a weekly poll on my Patreon for what story gets an update, and I was like, okay, this one won, totally cool, I'm all good to go, and wrote the whole thing, posted it like with an hour to spare, and I'm like, yes, okay, I can more or less get to my fucking holiday, yay. Even posted the thing like, see you in October, because it's my week off, bye everybody. And then for some reason I have a thought, and I look back at the poll results, and instead of 10-9 one way, it's 10-9 the other way. So I wrote the wrong thing and spent a good couple of days kicking myself for being a moron that is half blind. Which, would be an excuse, except I do this thing every week and I still fucked it up. So fucking it up means I suck no matter what, because I fucked up. I'm bad at
Look,
things.
when I go into work on Friday, I don't give even 5% effort, okay? When you're staring down the barrel of time off, you don't give a shit. So it's fine. It happens.
So that was that was not a good couple of days. So yeah, that's the thing I need to fix this month. I also do a monthly author's choice thing that is now kaput for this month, because now that needs to be used to fix my mistake. So cool. Yay.
Well, fair enough. Did anyone actually complain, though?
No. In fact, someone said, hey, yeah, I actually also thought that the result was the other way. But,
Oh, well, there you go. That you just happily surprised people.
Not really, because, 10 people wanted the other one. So,
Yeah, but 9 people wanted what they got, though. So you did only, net loss of one person is not that bad.
It's one person who's giving me money.
Yeah, and they'll still get their thing soon.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, that was a thing. But I think that's it for my week, to be honest. I didn't really do much else. I watched the fucking Super iPod. Wolf Dude. John. What's his name? I watched a bunch of his videos again while I was playing Littlewood, which is a great DOS game of just like, I just want to shut my brain off kind of thing. So it's,
You mean Super iPad Wolf?
Yeah, him. No. My tongue didn't want to say his name. Why did I say it like that? That was an oddly gross way of saying that. Yeah. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Just playing DOS games to the point that I reinstalled PC Building Simulator so that I could shut my brain off and just do things. So that's cool. Bit of relaxing time. Until now, where I have to start actually working, like proper working. Commission to do then the Patreon chapter that I should have done last week. Not last week, the week before. Yeah.
Dude, you need to just have like a time where you just take a nice, even if it's not for very long, just take a nice brain break. I feel like you're pushing yourself a bit too hard with the worries and the anxiety. Just find a time when you can just try to free yourself from that if you can.
Yeah, it's it's starting to get to the point where that whole, hey, maybe you should get, like, I don't know what the term is, analyzed, if I can
Diagnosed.
yeah, sure, for ADD and see whether that's actually the problem or if you're just a lazy piece of shit. That feels like a thing I should really do.
It really does. You should definitely do that.
But that means leaving the house and going outside and doing things and seeing actual people, and I don't want to do that.
Then perish.
Yeah. What's that from? I know that's a thing.
The isn't that like the meme? Then perish.
I don't know. If it's a meme, that it's from a thing.
What are you thinking? Like it?
I'm not actually sure.
It's the Obama meme.
How is that an Obama meme?
Because Obama was funny.
I'm sure someone in relation to Obama, yes. But it's just like getting a shot. It's like, don't, even if you're scared of needles, just fucking do it. It's for health reasons.
It started from the hello, is anybody there? And the uwu drowning, and then Obama shows up, and it's like, I'll help you if you do something. Anything for you, Mr. Obama. And then Obama says, then perish.
It's fucking weird. That's not a meme, that's a shitpost. The different things.
I don't care.
You did just remind me of the fucking video of Gura reciting the Lightning McQueen speech. Though.
And then it got animated?
Yeah, that video's great.
Thanks to Snacks.
Yeah. Podcast is cool. Thanks for listening and stuff and things, I guess. Is this what we're doing? Oh, wait. It's the beginning of October. Did the thing go through?
I think it has gone through just yet. I think my email has been kind of wonky. It has not currently gone. Oh, it did just go through at like 1 a.m. Okay, that's why I didn't see that. Okay, I'll load up Patreon.
Okay, be quick because Slicer is running low on time.
I'm going.
Yeah, I got a second ready in a few minutes.
Going as fast as I can. Okay. All right. For the month of September, or is it the first of October? Thank you very much to Sailor of House Thunderbird for your $1 donation. Thank you to Vale for your $10 donation. Thank you to Boy Buy Fresh for your $20 donation. Thank you to Ryu for your $3.50. Thank you to Greek Guy for your $1 donation. Thank you to Ethan F for your $10 donation. Thank you to Bomber BCM for your $1 donation. Thank you to the Crossbrain for your $10 donation. And thank you to Troper, Tempest Troper 37 for your $10 donation. You guys are awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
All right. Podcast over?
Yeah. Podcast over. Thanks for listening, people and stuff. Yeah. Gushing about Nintendo and shit. It's fucking weird. God.
Da 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 da.
Oh boy. Yeah, so Discord link in the description. It's public. You can come hang out. We talk about gacha a lot, and then also occasionally post garbage. Patreon link in the description. So that we continue posting garbage like this podcast. Yeah.
It helps.
I don't think it's garbage.
I mean, McDonald's is garbage, but people keep buying it, so clearly it can be a good thing. We are the McDonald's podcasts.
That's a good.
That feels far too complimentary.
I thought that was insulting, actually, but
No.
then again, I hate McDonald's.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
You guys.